Hello everyone. This video comes as a response to a question on the Laser Goose Discord server. Uh, this will be also general tips on working with realistic customizable roads. So this question was about how to get a certain type of road for which there is no preset. So if you want a road and there is no preset one for it, then you use parts of realistic customizable roads like building blocks to create the road that you want. So I'm just going to open the demo map here so that I have somewhere to work. Okay, I'm going to fly over here just to get some room. Okay. Now, the road that this user was looking for, I think they're trying to make a two-lane concrete road with some barriers along the side, single-sided barriers. So if you were to go to road splines here and you went to blueprints, two-lane, maybe a 9-meter might suit that. Okay, and you look here, and then you'll notice that there are no preset concrete roads yet. I can get them in there eventually with updates, but we can just pull one out. So I want one with no curb. That'll work. Bring that out. Okay, I'll pull that out. Now, I wanted concrete. So, this spline mesh is using this static mesh over here. So over here on the right, the details panel, and I'll use the browse to button. There it is. So I'll double click that to open it up. And this is the material that's applied to it. That is asphalt. We wanted concrete, so I'm going to use the browse to just to jump to where these are stored. There they are. Okay. So these are under road splines, materials, shared material instances. We have concrete available here for splines. This is spline concrete road. See? Right here. So I would prefer to apply this to this piece. Now I can just put it on this one, or I can actually create a duplicate of this if I want one on file. Oops, excuse me. If I want one on file, there it is. I could just create a duplicate and rename it, just for this example, SM my concrete road, for example. And now when I modify this, it's going to save as its own static mesh. So we will bring it in, go back to the materials. There we go. And I want a concrete one, so I'll just go with this one here. This is fine. Apply it on there. Okay, that's on the static mesh. So if I go back out here and I go to this blueprint here, I was in 9 meters. I could actually make my own duplicate of this as well and have my own concrete road that's saved on file. So I'll just do that really quick. I'll just do same thing. 9 meter my concrete road. All right. And I'll bring that out here. Okay. There we go. So, this now, here, this blueprint that I just made, I'm going to double click that, open it up, and I want to replace this static mesh, it's in the spline mesh slot, with the concrete static mesh that I made. There it is, SM My Concrete Road. So I'm going to put that in there. There we go. Now I didn't have a preset, but I've created the road I want, and now I have it saved in file. Now I want a single white line stripe down it. This particular road mesh here doesn't have a material slot that carries a line, so I will use the road marking splines, and I'll go to blueprints, and I will grab, let's see, this is a concrete surface, so they would probably have the black underneath it. Let's see, I'm looking for a dash white with black. This WB on the end of the title, it's white with black under it, so I'll bring that out, pull it up, okay, and I'll drag that out, get it roughly centered. Actually, that was pretty close, out there maybe. Oops, I needed to grab the whole thing. There we go. Yep, out there. Okay, and then I want barriers along the sides. So I will go to barriers right here. I've got wood steel barrier. I'll go to blueprints. I want the one-sided one, so I'll bring that out. And drag that out. Okay. Put that off to the side. And bring another one out. Rotate. Okay. And then to complete the piece, I would probably mesh paint it. So select that, go to paint, and let's see, that size is too big. I'm going to bring that down about there. And I want to, let's see, I'll start with green, I think. Yeah. Here. So I'm going to actually go inverse here. You can go about this two ways, honestly. And it depends which material you're using. But, so for example, if I use the red channel, it would be much darker. So I'm going to lighten the unused portions a little bit more. There we go. Thin. It's okay to be imperfect because the real world is imperfect. It can actually help the effect. Okay, and maybe I will do a little red channel just for some areas where maybe it's been marked up a little bit. we go. Something like that. It's up to the creator. And that is how I get a road that there is no preset for, by just using the building blocks to create the particular road that I need. Um, and just because there's no preset at the moment doesn't mean that down the road there won't be a preset in realistic customizable roads. It's just a matter of me getting around to that. So there it is. I hope that helps. And of course, if you were to continue this on out, if I drug out another spline point out here, which, it would need to be mesh painted as well, then I would just, perhaps there's a curve. I would need to make these barriers follow, here we go, follow the curve. So I would bring this point back like there and just follow along. So you have to be a little bit of an environment artist and spend a little time manipulating and creating. Okay, one more thing I want to cover while I'm thinking of it here is on the spline meshes, what the prop static meshes right and props actors right and props actors left and prop static meshes left are for, and what they do. So for example, here I have pulled out I'm in 9-meter roads again under road splines, and you see this one has light poles with it. So I brought it out. Here it is. If you drag it, you see the light poles automatically spawn every so many meters. So those are stored in the prop actors section here, and there's a right and a left. So on the right, we see right here, prop actor class reference right, one array element. It is these light poles right here, and they are for the 9-meter road, because we need these to stay at a certain fixed distance from the center of the spline. They come in different offsets. I believe maybe there's some widths of roads that don't have a light pole that's set up for that width, because it's maybe a road that it really wouldn't have that if it's like a 2-meter path. But not to say you couldn't drag out the light pole spline and just line it along the side. So staying on topic, that's what this is here. So in these, there is also these inverse yaws, random orders. That is, I'll show you. So click that. It's an inverse yaw. It actually swung it around, and it's over on the right here now. It's doubled up. Here, let me, I mean the left, excuse me. So let me turn off the left. There. I'll turn off the left so you can see this. I'm going to swing it around. There it is. It's on the other side now. It's swiveled inverse to the inverse on the yaw axis. Okay, undo that. Now, random order. Random order changes how they're positioned a little bit. It's not really for use with the light poles. That's for if you wanted to load in there something else that that you would want some randomness to. Um, it wouldn't be, something that is at a fixed distance always on the road. Um, so let's try that again. Uh, there. Now you can see that better. Random yaw, excuse me. Random yaw. So they're all over the place. It's a mess. It makes no sense. Um, this would be good for perhaps trash that's along the road, which is something I'm planning on adding actually when I get a chance to put that into an update for realistic customizable roads. You can have trash littering the road, and that would be random. Um, and then the random order. Let's see. If I turn on the random yaw and then apply random order, you can see it's randomizing sort of where they are at. Again, useful for something like trash or something that would be scattered with a randomness. Not really applicable to light poles. So we'll undo that and turn on the left ones again. Now these are in the actor's props because they are blueprints. The light poles are blueprints. They have a light. So they are not just a static mesh. The static meshes are for static meshes. So you can see on prop static mesh R, there really isn't one in there right now, but we could load in something such as one of the props. Let's see. We'll go to props and let's see. We got mesh. Yeah, we could put trash cans that are along the road, for example. So I'll bring in a trash can. There we go. And I will space it. Let's see. Oh, I need to create it. Hang on. Check. There we go. There it is. It's spacing here. We could put it at 800. Still a lot of trash cans for such a short distance, but for an example. And then we need to offset this thing because a trash can would not be in the middle of the road. It would be off to the side. So we have an X value. Oops. Hang on, let's just punch that in. 20. And you see it moved in the X value. But that's not what we want. We want a Y value. So we'll do 20. And there you see it moved a little bit. That is in centimeters. So we're obviously going to need a lot more than that. If we do 300, we've moved 3 meters. If we do 500, we've moved 5 meters. We're getting closer. Maybe a 650. Yeah, something like that maybe. Now you'll see that it is sunk into the sidewalk a little bit, which is why there is a Z offset. So we'll bring it up 20 centimeters. Try that. Is that too much? Don't remember exactly. Yeah, it's a little too much. Bring it back down, maybe 15. There we go. All right. There it is. So that is for the static meshes. That's the function of this. So we've got trash cans. If I change my mind and say every 8 meters is still too many trash cans, we just space that out more. We'll go 1500. There we go. Every 15 meters we'll have a trash can. So there's not one there yet, but we will pull it out more. There's another one. And prop actors L for left is just the same thing, but it's set for getting more static meshes on the opposite side of the road. You can put trash cans there, whatever you want, trees, you name it. That's what those are for. Pretty useful tools, good features. I think, that'll help you really create an environment. There it is. I hope that's a helpful tip for if there's a particular road you need and there's no preset. You can make it. You just have to put together some of the pieces. They are there. I hope that helps, and I'm really glad to be talking with you guys on Discord. It helps me know perhaps like some tips and tricks or how-tos that will really help people get the most out of this. And it also helps me identify some things that perhaps need to be added into roads in an update. So, thank you much. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, and please join the Discord server. It's really helpful. You know, one thing you can tell me in there that I'd like to know right off the bat is how many people would like Unreal Engine 4 to continue to be supported with realistic customizable roads, or can I just start focusing on Unreal Engine 5 and also starting to utilize some of the features of 5, such as nanite? You could get some pretty amazing looking roads if we just switch fully over to Unreal Engine 5. Let me know what you think. If you're still using 4, then, I will try to keep 4 active and going. So let me know. Thank you so much.